cracking him. Oh! Today one of them days where you gotta get stretching in, alright? I have no peppermint, I have no salt, I have no oil. So we're on to phase 2 of this truck build project, and I'm here at my storage unit. Today was a massive day. I actually got one of my bikes running. This bike has not ran in 4 years or 3 years. I didn't own it that long, but oh yeah, I'm super excited. So right here we have one of our solar panels that my man Joe from Trucker Planet sent me, and then the other one is over here. I'm kind of just wanting to get the lay of the land to what would fit and where, because I would like to have a roof mounted tent, because I can't sleep in the bed of the truck. There's not enough space, but I'd like to have a roof mounted tent as well as an AC unit and a solar panel. This camper has a little bit of sun fading, I guess you can say. The clear coat is just coming off, probably needs a little paint correction, but that doesn't matter. Why? Because we're gonna cover it with something. And so right now, what I want to try is, I know the 100 watt panel could fit up here, but how dope would it be to have a 400 watt panel up here? So more than likely I'm going to add rails, not just only on the roof of the truck, on the cab of the truck, but I want to add a set of rails coming here on the back on the camper so that I can mount either the solar panel here or the tent camper here. Either way, I want to have a overlanding type of tent camper, because why not? Like, that would be pretty dope. The smart way to do this would be to add like a blanket, but I don't think I have anything like that. So we're just gonna kind of send it. All right. And I mean, fortunately I'm not into this camper shell, like $1,500, and the clear is already peeling. So I'm not gonna cry about sliding this over there like that. It is what it is. I don't think this is going to work out. There's that, the solar panel won't fit on the bed of the truck, which I imagined. I could have measured it, but I figured, I mean, I have it in hand. The top of the camper shell is already, the sun has already faded it, the clear coat's already gone, so I'm not too worried about keeping it pretty, and I can always repaint it. Same thing with the truck. The roof of the truck looks a lot better than the camper shell, but again, I can always repaint it. But that now leaves us with our next project. Our next project is going to be a air conditioning unit. And for that, I want to say thank you to Mods Pioneer for sending over this air conditioning unit. And here we have it here. It's a top mounted air conditioner. As some of you are familiar, I have an air conditioner on the roof of my van. This is from a different company, yes, but they're both 12 volt air conditioners. And I have not completely unboxed this one yet. I kind of saved it to do it with you guys, because this is going to be a little bit of our build. I'm sharing this with you guys. So check it out here. Ooh. Check this out. Look at that. Super clean. Oh man. Alright, so I took a little second to pull that bad boy out of its box. On camera, it may not look like a large air conditioning unit, but trust me, it is. And fortunately, I was able to get it out and sit up right here next to me. So for the most part, the install for one of these Mods Pioneers AC units is extremely simple, and literally so simple that all the hardware that you're going to need is washers, you have some nuts, and then you have some dual-ended screws, which one side will screw in to the air conditioner, and then the other side you just clamp down on the other side with these nuts. And I, of course, I'm not just going to talk about it, I'm going to do it, because how cool would it be to have an AC cooled camper shell? I know I said I want to step away from a little bit of the bougie, but I just think that'd be awesome. And Mods Pioneers was more than gracious enough to send me one of these 12 volt AC units. And if down the line I no longer want to have an AC unit and I want to switch to a max fan, I can always do that by pulling it out, because it takes the same opening as a max fan, a 14 by 14 inch opening. And just look how sleek this thing is. Today isn't going to be our setup day. It's just going to be me unboxing and showing the things that I'll be using. But this is the area that it'll take up. So it'll pretty easily fit right up top here. This is the front control panel. It's nice and sleek. The remote is in the bag. There's instructions, of course, in the bag. And it literally is, you cut the hole, set the unit on top. You, of course, want to make sure to seal around it. These were those screw-in points that I was talking about earlier. Set the AC unit down. You want to make sure that it sits in there flush and flat. And then some people call it Sikaflex Dicor lap sealant. That is the one thing that I've used on my van. I'll be using it again on my truck camper here. Again, I'm going to not just only talk about it, I'm going to do it. I'm so very excited to show you guys. I'm not doing it right now just because the sun is setting, and then I want to do a little bit more research into cutting into fiberglass. But today is going to be our prep. What do we have going into this van, and what are we going to be using? On top of having my AC unit mounted, I'm going to be more than likely running one of these LiFePO 4 batteries. This is a 100 amp hour LiFePO 4 battery from Golden Mate. And if you're interested in either of these, I am no salesman. I just use these things that I talk about. I'll more than likely be using either this Golden Mate battery or another battery that I got from another one of our lovely channel sponsors. And that'll be our 165 amp hour battery from Rodeo Power. So it'll be one of the two, but I'll more than likely have this set up in the back space, run a wire through the fiberglass, and then just basically seal the loom and set up our little DC setup like that. I'll probably have a small, maybe 1000 watt inverter. I don't look to do too much, but if I want to have my electric kettle or anything like that, I'll probably need a 1000 if not 2000 watt inverter. But for the most part, as of right now, these are going to be our three main components that I'm looking to install first. I'm going to install our AC unit. Yes, I know it's a bit of a big jump. I want to install roof rails as well. I don't have those yet. I still have to find some and get a good deal on some. That is for right now. That's what we're going to be talking about. But again, I want to say thank you to Mods Pioneer for sending out this dual cool 12 volt AC unit. I'm going to tell you guys a little bit more about it as I get into it. But as of right now, we have our solar panel, which is going to be mounted to the cab of the truck. We have our 12 volt AC unit, which is going to be mounted to the bed of the truck on this camper shell. I still am a little bit iffy into cutting into fiberglass. We're going to do it though. And then our 12 volt battery, which is again something that I've been running between my van as well as now my truck, a 12 volt battery system. I'm not going to be using too much power. Again, this is probably just going to be super duper chill, super duper low key. And that's where we're going to be sitting right now. So I'm really excited. I know I'm doing a lot of talking compared to me doing the build and showing you guys, but this is step one, basically laying everything out, seeing how it'll fit. I know now that this 400 watt panel will probably not fit exactly over the top of my cab. I'm okay with a little bit of overhang over the cab. It's just over the camper since it's so low. I don't necessarily want that. But other than that, for today, I think that's what we're going to call it. I'm going to let you guys get back to what you're doing. Check back in with you in a second. So I've said it before, if you see the video start at a gas station, that means one of two things. We're either filling up because I ran out of gas, or about to take ourselves a little trip. And one of these is a good mix of both. I need to fill this here bike with some gas because I forgot to do so before getting on the road. And honestly, the time of day it is significantly later than I expected it to be by the time that I was getting on the road. Will it reach? Yes. Benefits of riding a motorcycle. And I'm going to use every single drop of that gas. I'm going to do my best to show you guys once I get there, but we're already all loaded up. Behind me probably looks like a whole contraption. The camper of the truck itself is already loaded, but how am I going to build this into something if I don't first take a trip in it? So I thought, what better to do than use this coming weekend as time to do so. So I'm getting ready to pop out now and get on the road. See you guys when we start driving. morning. If you want to know, I slept amazingly. I slept like a baby. And waking up to seeing the almost sunrise is definitely worth it. I can't say exactly where I'm at because I got in very late last night. It was extremely cozy last night. I set my tent up, hopped in here with everything, and then basically just laid down, went to sleep. I just checked the time, it's about 7:30. I went to sleep at 10 o'clock. I got in here at 9 o'clock. And with the way that the crickets were screaming, I didn't last very long. I went straight to sleep. Today, they say that it's going to rain. There's a chance it's going to rain. And I hope it doesn't, because where I'm at, I'm directly on the ground. And if it rains, I only have about a good 8, maybe 10 inches before this tent here is gonna have problems. So let's just hope that it doesn't rain. Welcome to Living Like Mike. So yeah, as you can hear, it started raining. I just ran and got the rain cover, or the rain cover for this tent. And now it is twice as cozy in here because it's dark and raining. So now I get to enjoy some tent camping in the rain. I don't think it'll be like a Texas storm severe, but if it does get bad, then I'll have to hop into my truck and ride out the storm in there, but I don't think it's gonna be that bad. I'm probably gonna go back to sleep because now this is twice as cozy. I got woken up to the rain. Morning. It's not exactly morning anymore, but the rain and the sounds of the outdoors definitely put me to sleep. It's about 1 p.m. Let's see if it's still looking all rainy and wet outside. It shouldn't. I kind of cracked this open a little bit earlier to see, because I was getting ready to step out. Ooh, that breeze is so cold. Alright, let me climb out of here. I still got so much pain in my back. Look at the size of this spider. Aren't you the one I just flicked off in your back? You must got some anger on you. Joe, get up out of here. Wherever you landed, just know I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna be the reason why your 8 legs stop moving. All right, let's get up out of this thing. Here's the truck. It got a nice fresh wash. Where I parked isn't anywhere too luxurious. It's a big open field, and honestly, I probably still have eye boogers and everything, but honestly, parking where I parked kind of saved me last night, because I checked the forecast maybe at 10 p.m. a little bit after I got in, and I was like, oh no, it's gonna rain. And had I parked and camped up and set up camp all the way out there, I would have definitely been in the rain a whole lot more than I was. But I kind of am tucked in this nice little spot here. Let me walk over to this edge and show you guys the reason why I liked it over here, because it's not my first time being on this little bitty plane over here. I took my bike out when I was in this area last, and I really like this view. Oh, and also, I'm super duper sorry for the audio issues that I've been having the past couple videos. Technology stuff. I wish I wasn't so soft-spoken at times because I wouldn't need it, but I'm working on it. Just not used to really talking to people sometimes. But look at this view, guys. Nothing. And then, as I mentioned, you can kind of see way over there, I'm tucked off in the bushes with my bike and my truck. So for this round of taking this truck out and taking the tent out and everything, I kind of just wanted to get a good feel for what I'm gonna need, because I won't be specifically ever camping inside of my truck. I'll have, God willing, an over the roof type of pop-up tent. And so it'll be the exact same thing. I'll have a tent outside of camping inside of my truck. So what I did this time around was I loaded my truck up with the things that I was going to need, which I'll show you in a second. And then my tent will be my tent. So it's kind of like two different things right now. And I'll more than likely always bring my actual pop-up tent with me rather than just only having the one that's over the roof. But I really enjoyed it, actually. I miss camping in a tent. It's not the most comfortable thing. It depends on how comfortable you want to take it. I have a pretty thin sleeping pad, but it is very nice to be that close to the ground. And then also, I slept great. So, but check this out. So, my fridge is right here. Yes, I brought a fridge with me. Let's see, are you still? Yeah. So my fridge is right here. I brought the Bodega fridge. If you yourself are interested in one of these, I can leave a link down in the description. It's a 12-volt fridge, and right now you're probably wondering what it's being powered off of. And in the middle of the truck is my Blue Eddy. So my Blue Eddy is sitting at now 40%. I have a solar panel for it, the portable solar panel, but it wasn't out because there's no sun. And then I also can charge it from the van, I'm so used to saying van. I also can charge it from the truck's battery through DC charging. Just plug it into one of the cigarette lighters and there we go, like that. The bed of the truck, nothing special going on. Everything looks kind of tossed around because of the ride in. Didn't expect water to get in here. So now I've got to seal this better if I'm going to be using it. So I guess this is a double good test. So things moved around, but my boots, my table for cooking, a little pop-up water basin, chair, shovel, hammock. I brought the hammock because I always bring my hammock. And where do you guys think I should set this hammock up if I set it up? I think right there works as well, between these guys. Of course, brought the bike. So with bringing the bike, I have my boots. These are still not my moto boots. My moto boots are on the way. I ordered them, or I will order them. Yeah, but I even brought my fishing rod. So my fishing rod's in here because I'm not too far from the lake that I was fishing on. I don't need a permit to fish on that lake, fortunately. And just a few other small odds and ends. But overall, this is what I brought camping. And if I was to be out here for maybe a week, the only thing I'd bring differently is maybe my Starlink and my work computer, because I would need to work. But other than that, oh, am I walking in poop? That's for sure poop. That is next to enough yapping. I'm ready to get my day started. So I'm going to get these teeth brushed and then put on my moto gear, because I think I want to take the bike out and ride around for a little minute, show you guys some more of this area. This is a beautiful area. I actually really love it out here. And since it's no longer super duper early, I woke up at about 7 a.m. I was like, I'm not gonna take the bike out this early, because I don't know, I didn't want to be the guy to disturb the peace, even though I'm usually fine with it. But yeah, let me grab my stuff and let's get the day started. It's a beautiful day, man. It's a blessing every single time I'm able to wake up in something like this. My back isn't feeling the best, but it's not feeling the worst. So I'm gonna probably take it easy. Try not to fall, because if I fall, it's going to make my back feel even worse. But man, I found me a nice little spot here. There's some, obviously, of course, there's better spots, but this is a nice little spot. Man, next time I come up here, though, I'm still in the spot that's on the edge over there. And I like how easy my tent is to pop up and pop down. I probably can even slide it into the bed of the truck as is. Truck camping is going to be such a cheat code, man. And oh man, it's going to be such a cheat code. Like, the setup and tear down is so simple. Not to say like van life, oh, it's so difficult. No, you just literally pull up and you're kind of good. But like truck camping, it's so primitive and raw that it's so simple. Like, I can just drive up, throw my tent out, boom, there's my sleeping spot. I know where I'm going to sleep. Bathroom. I don't really see you needing to truck camp in a city, so you don't need to worry about stealth camping in the sense of having your own bathroom, shower, X, Y, and Z, all of these things. So it's kind of like a different side to camping. Van life is a little bit more glamping, as everyone knows. But yeah, let me grab my stuff here, because I'm doing a lot of talking. It's like I spent all this time alone, and I haven't said nothing to nobody yet. And now I'm talking too much. But it's okay, because you guys say you don't mind. Yeah, this truck stuff is going to be so much fun. All right, you lovely guys and gals. As the sun has now started coming out, you probably can see how whooped my face looks with all the sleep that's on it. Don't worry, we're going to get that off in a second. But I just slapped my solar panel right here. My little foldable solar panel. And then ran the wire in through the back window. And so that the Blue Eddy can be charged. It is now getting an input of 80 watts, 79, so 80 watts, putting out 35 because the fridge just turned on. And that's fine with me, honestly. It's a 110 watt panel. It's getting 80. Sun's kind of covered, but it's fine with me. All right, enough of that yo gabba yapping. I bought this little travel pouch when I was driving this thing down from New York. Stopped at Target. $8, toothbrush, toothpaste, deodorant, shavers, shampoo. It doesn't have soap, so I need to add soap in here. It probably sounded crazy. I'm gonna be extra wet and muddy when I'm riding. That's fine. In the comments below, I want you guys to drop one thing that you're thankful for. One thing that you're looking forward to in the new year, because we're in October, which means November, December. They kind of go to blur together because of the holidays and stuff. And whatever time that you're watching this, let me know. So drop that in the comments too. Just one comment. So fun fact, if you didn't already know, I just wake up and go most days. Like, I brush my teeth, shower, but like my face, I have no idea what I'm looking like. And so I am so sorry to you guys every now and then when I pick up the camera and I look like Scrooge, or I look like I just crawled out of a fiction tale, because I didn't really not wash my face, but like clean my face up and stuff. My bad. I genuinely don't care more often than not. So there's that as well. So today, one of them days where you gotta get your scratching in, you know what I'm saying? It's power tap time. See what I mean? Don't look at that dung pile. Hold on, look that way. Today, one of them days where you gotta get scratching in, all right? Don't matter who around, but you gotta limber up before you do the things that you need to do in life. You hear me? Around you, there gonna be things around you. Like right now, to my right, I got some poo-poo, some doo-doo, some dookie. Don't worry about him. He's still good. Oh boy, I'm so stiff. Oh gosh. Oh. That's funny. This looks like one of those little Lucy's or a Zen. I don't even know what those are because this guy I follow on Instagram, dude's hilarious. I see him actually all in the grass here. There's one there. There's another one over there somewhere. I just seen it. I want to build out like a small little truck system in the back of this truck because it looks absolutely wild back here. Got my bag busted open, my gear out, my breakfast out. Yeah. We're just roughing it for this one though, because what I want to do is just get an idea of what I'm going to need. So like with van life, before I got into my van, I didn't take my van out. Like I now like would recommend people would take their van out, take their school bus out, their car, whatever they're about to camp out of, take it with you and take it out so that you know what you need. Like I bought a bunch of stuff that to this day I still have not used in my van, and all because someone had one in their van or in their build. Like I have a 2.5 gallon water heater in my van, electric water heater, and I've never used it. I maybe used it once to make sure it worked. It works perfectly fine. I just never used it, never had a use for it. So I don't want to do that again this time around because I'm looking to build this out on a budget like I did with my van, but even less. Like I don't want to spend, of course I'm not going to spend anywhere near what I spent on building out my van. I spent less than $10,000 to build my van out. I don't even want to spend $1,000 to build this thing out. Like I probably will because I need to buy that roof tent. Those things go for over $1,000 already. And then a couple other odds and ends, but yeah, I'm not trying to spend a lot of money on this thing. But breakfast for today, we have a banana and a little fruit bar, like a fig bar. Yeah, super duper simple breakfast. I probably look like chalk the way I'm drying up right now. Let me get some of that mud truck in there. They're down. Sunscreen, you feel me? It's sunscreen lotion, so it ain't just sunscreen. It's sunscreen lotion. Look at the sunscreen make your face do. Oh look, it's law enforcement. What are the chances I get in trouble again? Oh, I didn't get in trouble last time. He just came and talked to me. But what are the chances he comes to talk to me again? Out of 10. Oh damn, it's 0. I didn't even get to bet with you guys. He came through here and got smooth up out of here. Man, what's the fun in that? It's about 2 o'clock, I believe. So I missed my 2 o'clock alarm for some quiet time with Big God. So I am going to take a second to not just only organize my gear over here, I'm gonna organize my thoughts. I'm gonna get me some light nutrition in. Gotta talk to Big God, you know what I mean? Big G. I'll chat with you folks in a second. Let me take a second to wake up, get some sun on my skin, speak to Big G, and I'll see you guys in a little minute. Alright, if you're unfamiliar, it's my 2019 CRF 450L. I previously would ride a CRF. I've had a 17 YZ 450F, an 05 CRF 450R, that was my stunt bike. Now this baby, and then I've had a few DRZs. But yeah, let's get it warmed up. I've just now hit 1,000 miles on this thing. I bought it at 300, so you know I've been riding. And soon due for a little bit more service. Second start warrior. Third start today? It's not that cold outside. But all right. I'll get over here first. What situation? But let's just see. If I was to come down here, what would I gain? Because I know what I could lose. I don't think I'm gaining anything. Let's see. That's about it. And then loop back up, get up out of there. Yeah, I wouldn't really gain much. Ooh. Except a challenge completed mentally. Look at this thing. Need some new knobbies if I'm gonna keep doing this stuff though. Found my way over here to a gas station because I didn't know how far into the back country I was getting and I didn't want to run out of gas. And so since I'm here at this Burger King, I figured might as well grab myself some fries or something because I'm starving before we get to have our dinner. All right, we took ourselves a nice little break and it's about time to get back on the bike, get back up to the site. That's another thing that I really love about having my bike with me is like, it's literally another vehicle and like I'm able to, I'm 20 minutes away from my truck right now. And it's completely fine that I'm 20 minutes away from my truck. Why? Because, oh, getting back now to the site. My tent was actually flipped over when I got here, which was actually hilarious. But I figured, what better to do than do a little bit of not just only camping, but a little bit of cooking. So, oh, I just bought this cutting board, and how's it already cracking in? Oh! Dang! So the one of you that told me to buy a wooden cutting board, you owe me another one. I'm strong, but I am not that strong. I just cracked this in half. Good thing I brought it back up. Oh, reliable. Alright, some containers. I might have leftovers, some chicken broth, garlic powder and onion powder, an onion, some potatoes, and then the good old Stoke Voltaics Nomad cooking system, which is going to be lovely for today. I'm still, man, I really just broke my damn cutting board. Shoulda Joe's. Alright, so on the menu today, it was supposed to be extremely simple. It was just going to be some chicken, some potatoes, some seasonings, and yeah. But my chicken, I left it in the freezer and took it out of the freezer almost a day ago, and it's still frozen. So I guess shout out to the Bodega freezer, because what the hell? Let's get this chicken out. Let me see how. Oh yeah, it's frozen solids. Damn. Let's put a little bit of water in this here bad boy. Spread our good and trusty chicken. That's crazy. So the goal of today is going to be a 1-pan grilled chicken and seared potato. Oh my gosh, almost fell. So how successfully I do that, Lord knows. But in the meantime, while that cooks, let me cut these potatoes and this onion. I'm gonna cut the potatoes pretty small. I don't need too much. It's probably the biggest difference that I'm noticing right now is just the fact that I have much more limited water. I only had this gallon. I usually will have 30 gallons, so I guess you can see that's a big difference there. Crack me a coconut water for the cook time. Calls for 1 red onion. I can't cut onions very well, but for this one, it doesn't require much onion. Oh my gosh, this little knife is not cooperating. Brother, dropping everything. I will never claim being a cook. I just know how to cook well enough to survive. You can ask your auntie about that. Chicken's looking a whole lot better. While that chicken defrosts, I want to show you guys the sunset from over here. A little table right here. Such a nice view. So nice and quiet. But yeah, look at my little setup over there. But yeah, if you guys are enjoying these truck camping types of videos, feel free to let me know. I'll more than likely keep them going anyway, just because I'm not burnt out of van life and van camping and stuff like that, but I don't necessarily like cities. So the whole stealth camping thing, I don't really do much of. And then on top of that, like whenever I come out here, I feel really good just disconnecting every now and then. Like when I was out in Arkansas, and there was a lot of footage that I lost. Man, I really was like so pumped to show you guys that stuff, because I had found like this little swimming hole, random little swimming hole, and had like this little cliff jump on it. And so I was cliff jumping out there. I mean, I was of course depth checking the water before I jumped into it, but it was awesome and I was looking forward to showing you guys, but I lost that footage unfortunately. So for places like that where I'm a lot more remote, some of the comforts of the van are definitely helpful, but I can do this stuff all day. My little table set up, my truck, my little solar panel. I'm gonna get a bigger one, put up on that roof, and then my tent, and you know, our little cookie setup here. So if you guys are enjoying this type of content, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do. Just let me know that you guys are enjoying this type of content, because I love filming it, and I just love being out here and being outdoors. Like I've spent this entire day outside. I woke up to the sound of rain on the tent. Beautiful, it was bliss. And then now I'm here with my entire setup, dirt bike in the back, food cooking here. There's not much more that I feel like I need. I mean, I'm a very simple guy and live a very simple life, and so I just love bringing you guys with me. Yes, sir. That feels thought out to me. Oh, how'd I forget the oil? I forgot the oil. No, I forgot the oil. Oh, man. Damn, I forgot the oil. Did I bring the salt and pepper? Oh, don't tell me I'm lacking like this. Hold on. Okay, well, speaking back to the comforts of certain things, I guess I got used to having all my seasonings with me, and my oil, and I forgot to bring those. So this now is about to be a very interesting dish. I forgot my lemon, I forgot my paprika, I forgot my salt and pepper. Oh boy, I'm very interested into how this is gonna taste and if this is gonna have any flavor whatsoever. This is a live crash course of like switching from van life over to truck camping, and like the conveniences that I had with being in my van. Of I would have everything that a normal kitchen would have and I wouldn't have to think about it. So with being in my truck, I'm now going to have to kind of like create like a spice rack or something, or some system that allows me to transfer all of my spices over to the truck and truck camper so much easier and smoother, so that I'm able to cook out here. This honestly might be one of the wildest meals I've ever cooked. Can't believe this. I forget my pepper. I have no pepper, I have no salt, I have no oil. See my mother to see this? She gonna cry. But alright, the chicken here, good. Is that the police? Yeah, that's them. Law enforcement. I'm not doing nothing. Why him stop? I'm not doing nothing. Him not coming for me. Him not coming for me. Alright. Try this here, so. It could be more like a what the thing name? More like a soup. Almost like a soup. See, what I gonna do is I gonna switch the two of them. Him turn around. Big mom, me not doing nothing. Him not coming for me. Alright. These alright. Oh, him talking to the white man, so. See, look, man, we're not doing nothing, but him go bother the white man. I'm not worry for that. Try for that. Here, look, so I'm gonna throw in the chicken. Give him a little minute. I'm gonna throw in the the chicken broth. I'm gonna throw in the potato them, and then the onion them. It's gonna be more like a stew than a more than you see me, you know what I mean. More like a stew meat. Then it's gonna be more like, you see me. Come on, you know what I mean. But that's cooking up there, so the potatoes them. Let me see this. Potato. Cooked potato. It's good. I mean, I have no flavor, but that's cooked potato, that's good. As long as them cook. Let me crack open this chicken broth here. I hope you can hear them in there screaming up, so. Alright, progress check. Let's see. Okay. These don't smell half bad. They smell pretty good, actually. We're just this here cooking. I don't want y'all to miss the sunset. The sun already just about going down, but I don't want y'all to miss this sunset. So here, I'm gonna set you up while I continue cooking and tearing down a little bit. All right, the sun is setting and has set. Let's take a quick check on our soup. It's just about done at this point. It's boiling. All right, so after a little bit of cleanup, here we are. I'm about ready to take my first nibbles. Here's how everything's looking. So some people love other sodas. I like Sprite, so I got me a little one here. And I'm just gonna use a little Tupperware guy as my bowl of choice for today. I just really cup checked myself a second ago and I'm still in pain. And throw some of the broth in, then grab some more chicken, grab a potato or two, and go for that right there. Pray for me. Because guess who made it? This guy. All right. 35 pieces. All right. I didn't pour out too much because I'm not the hungriest right now after a day of riding. I don't usually have the biggest appetite. I just cook so much because I know I'm going to be able to plate the rest and then throw it in the fridge and then get down the road. You know, this is as I expected. This is very bland. Like it's got no body to it. Chicken tastes like chicken. The potatoes taste like potatoes. And overwhelmingly, pretty disappointing. But I'm gonna sit here with my struggle meal. Crack open this Sprite. Hold on. You know what's never gonna miss? A Sprite. They put straight battery acid in these. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna sit here with the struggle meal, do my best to make it through it. But as for you guys, I'll see you guys on the next one. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to just let me know. Show by any means possible. Like, comment, subscribe, send your grandma to my house to make me some cookies. Hey, do what you want to do. But today was such a busy day. I'm just looking forward to laying down. I didn't set up my hammock, but I got like maybe 5 minutes to do so before it gets completely dark. I might just go do that. Yeah, what am I doing cooking? This is my problem, not yours. I'll see you guys in a little bit. I got to redeem myself after that. I just whipped up a whole pot of bull, looked y'all in the face and ate it. I can't keep getting away with this.